I often find people saying that the S54 inline 6 and the E46 M3s doesn't sound very good, that it's tinny, raspy, lacks aggression, or that it doesn't have the greatest of tones. Or you'll find people running a muffler delete or an aftermarket muffler and nothing else, and they sound more like a Civic than a BMW M car. Well, I have good news. It's the exhaust system, not the engine, that doesn't sound good. Think of your exhaust system a bit like tuning an instrument to your liking. The closer that you get to the source of the sound, the more that we're going to be affecting things like bass tone. Now that naturally means that headers are going to be one of the biggest changes that you can make to the tone of the car. It's going to completely transform it over stock, and it also just so happens to be one of the best NA mods that you can do for gains on these engines. As you look at exhaust components further down the line, you're going to be affecting volume and the smoothness of the sound. Things like resonators and mufflers are your primary tools for this. This is the biggest mistake that people make regarding these cars. They often change everything but the headers, and then they're disappointed by the sound. That's because you're essentially amplifying the terrible tone of the stock headers. Here's my recommendations. No matter what, if you're going loud, spring for headers at the same time. Also, don't bother with the unbelievably expensive axle-back mufflers that they make for these cars. They're primarily just affecting volume anyway, not drastically changing the bass tone. Throwing money at the issue isn't going to really help you here. Instead, go with something that's reasonably priced that offers the volume and the tone that you're looking for. To give you some perspective, the entire system on this M3 was $1,900 with installation. For reference, that's $300 cheaper than just an Eisenman muffler. Yeah, just the muffler, no install, nothing. And it's about equal in price to a Super Sprint muffler, just the muffler. Not to mention, you'll be gaining 20 to 30 horsepower after a tune instead of the maybe 10 of the mufflers. Plus, it'll sound like this instead of this. Now hopefully that's given you some ideas on modding your own M3, or perhaps your future M3 if you're looking to buy one eventually. They respond well to being tastefully modified. Doing your research, not just chopping the mufflers off. They don't sound good when you do that. So take this video into consideration when you go to modify yours. And if you're interested in finding out more about this particular car or the E46 M3 in general, check out some of my other videos on the channel. And thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time.